One kid might not feel safe, while the other kid feels like this is a fun activity depending on the environment. What we're doing is checking and observing how that specific child is responding to the environment around them. Welcome back to step 4 of creating an at-home program series. So far, we've talked about understanding reflex integration, observing your child's needs, and choosing the right exercises. Today, we're going to focus on something equally important, that is creating a safe environment. Safety is the heart of all learning and development. Before we can ask the brain to grow, adapt, or change, it needs to feel secure and safe. A child's nervous system can't fully engage in learning when it's in flight or freeze mode. That's why creating emotional and physical safety is the first step before any new skill can take root. When I talk about safety, I'm referring to both physical and emotional safety. Let's start with emotional safety. This is all about how your child feels in the moment. Do they feel secure, supported, and calm in their environment? When your child feels emotionally secure, their brain is open and ready to learn. Physical safety, on the other hand, is about the environment. Are exercises being done in a space free of clutter, sharp edges, or distractions? Sometimes you can't avoid those areas. We also want to train them to handle areas that are cluttered, like in a playground. We want them to get to that level. However, before they get to that level, do they feel safe in their environment? Is the floor comfortable? Is there enough room for your child to move without feeling confined? And this is something that might change one client from another client, but that's something that you want to be aware of. So one kid might not feel safe, while the other kid feels like this is a fun activity depending on the environment. What we're doing is checking and observing how that specific child is responding to the environment around them. Here are a few ways you can create safety during your home sessions. One is first manage your own self. Children mirror your emotions. If you're stressed, rushed, or frustrated, your child will feel it too. So what you want to start with is taking a deep breath yourself, center yourself, and enter activity with calm energy. When you're grounded, your child will be able to mimic your energy and your sense of calm. It might take a while, but it will happen. 2 is stay present and supportive. Your presence communicates safety. Supervise exercise closely, especially in the beginning, if they're feeling unsafe and you're challenging them to do things that for them, make sure that you are supportive there. Observe not just how your child is moving, but how they feel in the movement. If they are resistant or fearful, slow down or modify the activity. Number 3 is less is more. Focus on quality of movement instead of quantity of movement. A few minutes of calm, connected movement is far more effective than a long session filled with stress or fatigue. So remember, integration is a process and not a race. We're going for repetition here and training their body. So take your time, just do few at a time, and you can also break the activities apart. Number 4 is encourage and don't pressure. Praise their effort, not the perfection. Let them decide how well they're doing, either by looking at their own self in a mirror, or they can record them and have them look at their video themselves and track their own progress if possible. Celebrate the little wins and notice your child's persistence. This will encourage them to increase their efforts and not feel discouraged and stop the activity. These moments build confidence and motivation. Creating a safe, supportive environment helps your child's nervous system relax. And that's when true learning and integration can happen. You can always encourage them to take on more risk if they first feel safe and supported. If there is no safety, there won't be play. At Reflex Integration through play, we focus on play. Before we can get to play, we want to address safety. Some key takeaways would be emotional and physical safety are the foundation for learning. Your own calm presence helps your child feel safe and confident. And the quality is more important than quantity of movement. So focus on quality of movement. We always talk about an RITB going back to the foundation and do foundational activities. And that is very important too. And when your children feel secure, their brain are ready to grow and learn and play. In our next episode, we'll move into step 5, which is consistency. We'll talk about how to build rhythm, routine, and repetition into your day so these exercises become easier to incorporate in your own home and in your family life. Until then, happy integration. In our next episode, we will move into step 5, which is consistency. We'll talk about how to build rhythm, routine, and repetition into your day so these exercises become easier to incorporate during your day-to-day family time. Okay, talk to you soon and happy integration.